eastern route is the route to Aizu from Fukushima Airport via Koriyama. The skies above Fukushima Airport welcome visitors to the prefecture. From Koriyama, you can take the JR Banetsu Saisen line to Aizu. Majestically towering Mount Bandai. Lake Inawashiro, the fourth biggest in Japan. The area around Mount Bandai and Lake Inawashiro are very beautiful and visited by many people. Here you can enjoy all types of leisure activities all year round. At the beginning of the 9th century, renowned monk Tokuitsu established the temple Enichiji at the foot of Mount Bandai. It prospered as the central point of Aizu Buddhist culture for 300 years. It is held in high regard nationwide. World-renowned medical practitioner Dr. Hideo Noguchi was born in the town of Inawashiro. At the Hideo Noguchi Memorial Hall, you can see the actual house where he was raised and learn about the details of his life. As a result of the mountainous climate and clean water, you can enjoy eating delicious soba noodles in various parts of the region. The Aizu region gets a lot of snow, and there are many fun things to be done during the winter. The castle grounds are home to 1,000 cherry blossom trees, and you can enjoy a scenic view of cherry blossom trees in spring. The southern route is the route to Aizu from Narita and Haneda airports, the gateways to the country, via Nikko. Here in Nikko, we find the popular World Heritage Site, Nikko Toshogu, dedicated to Ieyasu Tokugawa, the architect of the over 260-year samurai age. From here, we begin our journey to Aizu. Situated at an altitude of 1,400 meters lies Oze, an abundantly rich natural marsh. Many people visit from spring to fall, coinciding with the blooming of high-altitude plants. At the Aizu Tajima Gion Festival, which has nearly an 800-year history, you can see traditional kimono in a bridal procession which some say is one of the best in the nation. The Oku Aizu Museum has tools and everyday articles vital for countryside living on display. You can have dishes unique to Oku Aizu at Sanno Jaya restaurant. The Aizu Railway's railway line runs along the side of the river Angagawa. Passengers will be treated to scenes of mountain villages as they ride along. Then we come to Ouchijuku, an Edo period settlement which will invite you to a time long past with its straw-thatched roof houses. Visitors to Minami Aizu will also be able to enjoy shingoro, a delicious local delicacy with a sweet miso paste flavor. Visitors will also be awed by the grandeur of nature when viewing Tono Hetsuri, rock towers formed by years upon years of erosion. The region is also home to Aizu hongoyaki, a style of pottery with a 400-year history, which fascinates people with its simple beauty. Visitors can try their hand at making pottery. And finally, we come to Tsuruga-jo, the castle of Aizu Wakamatsu. From Niigata in the west, Aizu is accessible via the JR Banetsu Saisen line. This is also the line which features operation of a nostalgic old-time steam locomotive. Fukuman Kokuzō-son Enzoji, located in the town of Yanaizu, is one of the temples established by renowned monk and scholar Tokuitsu. Within the temple grounds, you'll find the Nadeushi, a statue of a bull said to grant wishes when rubbed. In January, Yanaizu is the site of the lively Nanokado Hadaka Mairi festival, where loincloth-clad men compete to climb up a rope to a temple's rafters to be bestowed with good fortune and health for the coming year. The town's renowned gift, awa manju, is a dessert which features sweetened red bean paste surrounded by yellow chestnuts. Aizu is also home to 3 temples established by renowned monk Tokuitsu, dedicated to Buddhist deities. These temples are Koanji, Eryuji, and Yohoji, each dedicated to the deities Nakata Kannon, Tachiki Kannon, and Torioi Kannon, respectively. Together, they are referred to as the Korori-san Kannon. Each deity has a kind and warm expression. People come from all over the nation to pray at these temples for health and a peaceful death. Aizu Bange's famed New Year's market tug-of-war, the Bange Hatsuichi O Tawarabiki, which happens on January 14th, is traditionally used to predict the coming year's fortune concerning flourishing business or an abundant harvest. Aizu Bange is also famous for basashi, raw horse meat. You can try it with a special dipping sauce. Tagokura Dam is a hydroelectric power plant in Tadami, which produces an amount of power comparable to any top-class facility in the West. With a view of the dam's lake, you can feel completely at home in the richness of Tadami's nature. The area around the river, Tadamigawa, is a perfect place to be in the fall. The period from October to November is the best time to see the autumn foliage. Crossing the Angagawa, we make our way to the castle, dressed for fall. From the north, Aizu Wakamatsu is accessible via historic Yonezawa. Yonezawa is a historic city with deep ties to Aizu Wakamatsu. Towering on the northern boundary of the Aizu region is the Iide mountain range. It is visited by a lot of people on pilgrimage. The temple Shojoji, was established in the 9th century by renowned monk Tokoitsu. The statue of the Medicine Buddha is the only one in the Tohoku region that has been designated as a national treasure and is a statue representative of Buddhist culture in Aizu. This shrine, Shingu Kumano Jinja, was built in the 11th century. The grand front shrine, Nagatoko, was built in the style of a large temple. Inside the temple grounds, a large ginkgo tree acts as a principal element to make a beautiful scene. There are upwards of 2,600 warehouses within the city of Kitakata. They were used for brewing sake, making miso, lacquerware making, and storage, among other things. Kitakata is a ramen city with upwards of 120 ramen shops. The special feature of the ramen served here is the thickness and curliness of the noodles. Be sure to try them. To the east of Kitakata lies Ura Bandai. The rugged landscape of Mount Bandai and the many lakes created by its eruption make for a beautiful scene. This is one spot representative of the nation's natural beauty. The Aizu region, with its clean water and hot summers, is a top-quality rice production region, and its rice, with its distinct softness and stickiness, is held in high regard nationwide. The stark difference in temperatures during the seasons make the region a paradise for growing fruit. You can enjoy all sorts of delicious fruit, such as grapes, pears, apples, and persimmons. From here, we make our way to historic Aizu Wakamatsu. Join us on a tour of the city, armed with English language pamphlets from Aizu Wakamatsu Station. We're off. The Haikara-san and Akabe buses are two convenient means to travel around the city. Today we'll use the Haikara-san bus. One spot we recommend when seeing the city is Nanoka Machidori, with its rows upon rows of old-style buildings, warehouses, and old Western-modeled buildings. At Eki Cafe in Nanuka-machi Station, you can relax with a dessert or coffee. There are also many local trinkets available. At the Aizu Machikata Denshokan, you can see many traditional handicrafts and folk crafts. Tsuruga-jo is a castle which is popular nationwide. It is one of the symbols of Aizu and was also the site of the war to split the country nearly 150 years ago. While the castle itself was rebuilt in 1965, the stone walls surrounding it have remained standing for over 400 years. And here, we see an actual samurai. If you're lucky, someone dressed in old-style armor may be able to tell you about the castle. At the Tsuruga-jo Museum inside of the castle, you'll be able to learn about the history of the region in more detail using the explanations posted in English, Chinese, and Korean. Dressed in an actual kimono or armed with a real sword, you'll feel yourself transformed into a princess or samurai. You can have traditional powdered green tea at the Rinkaku Tea Cottage, right next to the castle. Many types of festivals also take place at the castle. In autumn, during the Aizu festival, nearly 1,000 people dress as samurai in old-style armor and take part in a parade. With winter comes the Aizu Painted Candle Festival, a fun-filled night of fantasy. The region is also home to delicious brands of sake. The various breweries have their equipment on display or let you see the actual brewing process. There's beauty in each season at Oyakuen, a villa for the area lord, where medicinal herbs were grown. We invite you to take part in a session of tea ceremony and experience firsthand the very heart of Japanese sensibilities and culture. There are many places all over the city where one can experience Japanese culture directly. Examples of Aizu lacquerware include these pieces of gorgeous dishware decorated with gold. You can make your own beautiful handmade lacquerware by taking part in a workshop class. Another fun workshop class is the one where participants get to decorate their own versions of Aizu's traditional handicraft, akabeko. Ii Moriyama is the site where, in the 19th century, a troop of young men who were charged with protecting the castle during the Boshin Civil War, the Byakutai, took their lives. Their graves still stand here today. Sazaido is a structure which was built as a temple in the 18th century. The building is designed so that you can travel its corridors from entrance to exit without backtracking. This type of structure, with its helical architecture, is rare worldwide. Aizu is also home to many delicious foods. So don't miss your chance to try Aizu's authentic flavors. And no trip to Aizu would be complete without trying some of the region's delicious sake. And who can forget a trip to the hot springs? Why not relax all your tension away in one of the region's many hot springs? Along the streets of the old hot spring resort towns, you can also find geisha. Who better to teach you a thing or two about traditional Japanese culture? Well, now that you have an idea of the opportunities that await you in Aizu, all that's left for you to do is come and experience it firsthand.